On today's video, we're going to cover left rear extended load. We have covered it before, but today we're going to do it with some visual aid. We're going to go back in the shop and we're going to cover it on the bench and show you how to properly set left rear extended load, step by step. We're also going to talk about left rear extended load versus bite, left rear bite, how the two affect the cars and what each one is. And we're going to cover all that when we get back. Welcome back. On today's video, we are going to do left rear extended load. We're going to set it and show you how to set it. And we're going to go back in the shop and do that. But before we get started, I wanted to take a small time to say thanks to everybody, all of our friends and family members, our team members, and our great customers. I want to thank you guys. For one, a great 2025 season. It's been a great season. But we just come back from Nationals and we had a great turnout of people that would just come up and say, hey, I'm watching your videos. I enjoy what you're doing. It's helped. I've had a better car than I've had in years. So the number of people that have told me that is just outstanding. It's overwhelming. And I appreciate it. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me going. Now, I will be honest. I feel like sometimes we cover the same subject too much, but I also see that we need to. And this subject of left rear extended load is past overdue. And I should have done it a month ago. And I apologize for that. So I'm going to try very hard to keep videos rolling. And I'm going to try not to make them mundane. I think that's maybe the proper word. But I'm going to try to keep them going for you guys so we can continue to learn. I again want to say thanks to all the subscribers and all the people that watch our videos, and the outreach and the outpouring you've given to us has been phenomenal. I appreciate that. Keep it up. So many good guys that I've met since we've been doing this just because of these videos. I've met so many great people, just like we did at Wheatland, Missouri this last week. So thanks again to all you people. Keep learning. Now, extended load and what it's all about, but we're going to start out with how to set extended load. So let's go back in the shop and we'll get this thing started, okay? So basically we're 12-inch ride height on the right side, and we're 12.25 on the left side. And we scaled the car out. We got our desired percentages, 53.5 left, 55 rear, depending on the car, how much bite you want in the car. A modified 40 pounds of bite, a stock car 125 pounds of bite. So we're done scaling, and we're going to take our scaling spring out. And because of our right rear spring load and our right rear spring rate, this will dictate what we scale with. So if we're on a 225, 250, let's scale with a 175 16-inch spring left rear. If we're on a 275, 300 or bigger, let's scale with a 200-pound spring left rear, okay? I think that's just a good starting point to do that at. So we have scaled the car, we got our car scaled out, and now everything's good. We've taken our 175 out, we've put our 125 back in, and we've reattached our chain. And now we're getting ready to jack the car up right here under the seat until we get the tire off the ground. So let's do that. It would be clickety-clack, but there we go. So we now have the car jacked up under the seat, tire come off the ground, our chain's tight. And this is the point we want to set our load at. Okay? Make sure that your bar angles are correct, that you're on the correct bar angle. So right now I'm in the top hole, and we're probably sitting here at 50 some degrees. of upper bar, 57 degrees of upper bar angle. So if that's where you're going to race, that's where you're going to take it to the racetrack at, that's where you need to set your extended load at. And remember, whether whenever you make a bar adjustment, lower bar, upper bar, panhard bar, whenever you make a bar adjustment, reset your extended load. Jack the car up under the seat and check your load. So 16-inch 125, and we're just at 15 inches. So we'd have 125 pounds of load, which would not be enough to race on. So we like to race at the 185 to 225 range at this position. So that's what we would set the car to and make the adjustments. Now that we're basically an inch off, we'll say, the math. These sliders, and I have a 7500 slider on this display right now. If you had a 7540, a big body slider, which I recommend because they are superior to everything that's on the market. They have no side load. The movement you see here is in this piece, not in this piece. Okay, so swivel Clevis, great piece to have, whether it's on the shock or the slider, makes all this adjustment easier. But we're 8 threads per inch on both sliders. So I'll show you the math. So we're going to take this tape measure and we're going to go ahead and go to 250. So we need an inch. So that would be 8 turns. And then we come back and we check it. And like always, I went 1 turn too many, I believe. But for fun, I'm going to leave it over here so I can see it. Okay? These have dual flats on them to make it easier to adjust. They have dual flats on them on both sides to make it more adjustable. So now we've checked it, 14 inches. So we got 2 inches of preload in it. Again, I'll put a link in the description and to our website so you understand how to set this load, the math on it. Okay, this is at full hike, as I said. If you're going to change your bar angles, then you must change your extended load because it's going to be wrong. And now once we get this to this point and we let the car down, we're done. If we're in the scaling process, we're done. Do not make adjustments for the right rear, the right front. Okay? Just be done with it. Just be done with it. Okay? Because the load that you have here, and as we see now we're at 10 3/8, so we're going to have a lot of load there, and it's going to hold the car up. It's not probably coming back down to that 10 3/8. It's going to hold the car up, and that's going to have you higher over here. So it's going to have you higher over there. So when we were scaling the car, we call that position A. When we're hiked up, down in the nose, we call that position B. Dynamic and static, or static and dynamic. Okay? The way the car is going to set right now with preload in the left rear is on the way to position B. It's leaning over, headed in that direction. Okay? Depending on the spring rate, depending on the extended load you put in the car, depending on the weight of the car, is all going to affect the height of these other corners. So moving them makes no sense. It just moves it into a bad position. So leave it alone. you have your extended hike. Understand the difference between bite and extended height. Extended height is a whole different creature, and it's what we want. We want extended height in the car because this helps us stay away from our bite. Okay, bite is something that we've been taught to put in these cars, and it's not necessarily the greatest thing possible, but it is what we've been taught. And because of that, we're going to do it. The less bite you put in the car, I do feel like the better off you're going to be. But understand, there are racetracks out there that will require bite in the car and drive off exit. That's the way them tracks are going to race. There's not a lot of them, but there are racetracks in the country that require that setup. Okay? All the racetracks in the country, we've been trying to produce that setup and make it work on. It did at one time. It doesn't work that great now. The tracks have gotten slicker, the tires have gotten different, and it just does not work as well as it once did. So we are trying to create a freer, faster setup for you guys. And we've been very successful at doing it. And I appreciate you guys taking the effort to learn this and trying to move your car forward and to be better racers. Education and learning is a must. We must learn every day because somebody's learning. And that learning needs to be you. So keep watching the videos, keep learning, subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. It's almost off season. So have fun, but learn. We have to learn. We have to continue to learn. And I want to bring to you the best learning based on knowledge, based on you learning, not based on what we can sell you. Okay, understand that. The market is funny. It's funny. And we'll get into that. We're going to do a video just on market. And we're going to do a video coming up on bar angles. So if you like this video, watch another video of ours called Left Rear Bite and the Bite Zone, and it'll help you to understand extended load and its purpose. So we'll do a bar angle video very shortly on how to set, or not necessarily how to set the bar angles, but the bar angles, how they change, how it changes indexing in the Birdcage, indexing the Birdcage, what indexing even means, zero indexing. We're going to cover it all in an upcoming future video. If you guys have comments or you have ideas for new videos, put them in the comments, because this is difficult for me because I don't know what you need to know. That's what I need to know. What is it you guys want to learn, and how do you want to learn it? So got some rear end stuff coming, got some front end stuff coming. Want to try to help you guys to learn the most you can, to be the greatest racers, to make dirt track racing and asphalt racing on Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights the greatest sport in the country. So remember, go fast, go left, God bless you, and we'll see you the next time.